how much a night is your hotel room in Italy? You think this motherfucker is asking out of sheer curiosity, or is he asking so he can go and fucking write a Twitter thread about it to be like, huh, socialist, by the way? I don't know, bro. Expensive, okay? I don't know. I'm with my fucking family. Expensive as fuck. How about that? Go ahead. Write a fucking Twitter thread about how I'm not doing real praxis or some shit. Dumbass bridge troll ass motherfuckers constantly repeating the same stupid ass fucking shit. Um, Socialism is when you're not allowed to vacation with your family. Or that could have been a very normal question, and I am so permanently brain broken from the constant antagonistic nature of like online commentary, especially in a space like this, in the streaming space, that I treat everything as a hostile entity. People could be asking me about normal ass questions, and I feel like I unload on them unfairly. This is something I've like endlessly thought about over this past couple of days when I've been offline, where I feel as though I'm just like I've become like a mean-spirited person. You know, virtual meal. Thank you for the fucking gorillion subs and MKD as well. Get off the internet, bro. You're on vacation, or do this if you're having fun. No, it's good. This is fun. You're just getting older, man. No, it's just like I am getting older for sure, but I do think like for the first time ever since I started at the Young Turks like 10 years ago at this point, this is the first time in my entire life where I've been like, man, it's taking a fucking toll on me. Well, not the first time. There's definitely been moments where it has, but like I look around and maybe it's my Twitter timeline, but everything I see is just like so much toxicity and like infighting from supposed allies and supposed leftists, you know, and it makes me so mad. It's like filthy. It's disgusting. It makes me want to never talk about politics ever again. Like never, ever, ever. It is draining to engage with the constant toxicity and shit. And it is very odd because like when you're an up and comer in the space and you get like a little bit of a boost, you don't even think about like what the long-term consequences of that will be for you. You don't think about what the long-term consequences of that will be for your like efforts in community building. It's literally, it is the 4chanification of the internet. This type of shit was relegated to, ironically, the forums, okay, like Kiwi Farms or 4chan, where like people would develop nukes and like build entire paste bins of content creators that they despise, and like have like different clips to show people to be like, this guy is bad, right? Like that's what people used to do. That's what the most like antisocial personality disorder addled motherfuckers used to do online. And now I feel like people are serializing that content. Like they're basically turning it into content. A subsect, okay, a subsect of the supposed progressive left has straight up become that. Okay? And it gets a lot of views because it's obviously like there's a lot of people who hate socialists, leftists, whatever. So they'll come in for that kind of content. And people mistake that for genuine long-term popularity for themselves. It sucks. Isn't this cancel culture discourse? It's not real. It's not like cancel culture is already fucking annoying to begin with. Nobody likes it. Everybody does it. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just very unproductive. It's very, very stupid. You have too many haters. I too get exhausted. Like, dude, I will read a tweet to you that I thought was really fucking funny that I literally, like, here, this is the byproduct of this, okay? Shit like this. we got this dumbass, like, we got this same old dumbass bullshit. The who are you watching in 2024 discourse. Dexerto posted me among a bunch of other content creators, right? Saying, who are you watching in 2024? And then this guy responded. Okay, I'm gonna read you what he tweeted. He quote tweeted. He said, "It's wild how, despite his many flaws, I'd rather people pick Hasan over basically another big Twitch streamer." And then someone responded to him saying, "Yeah, this is where I disagree. Hasan spreads more misinformation than everyone else in that group combined." And the group is like Tim the Tat Man, Dr. Disrespect, Summit 1G, Amaranth, Kai Sinat, Tyler 1, Ninja, and Dream. And it's like, what do you mean misinformation? Like, none of those motherfuckers are even, like, remotely political. What are you saying? And then the ones that do actually spread misinformation is like Dr. Disrespect, who's like an anti-vaxxer. And it blows my mind that, like, people are trying to do, like, what they think is serious political discourse under a fucking Dexerto tweet. No, worse. Under a quote tweet of a Dexerto tweet. And to me, that basically shows how deeply unserious online political discourse is in general, and the communities that we have cultivated, and I myself have certainly contributed to it, which makes me straight up feel so silly and so stupid and make me want to not cover the news ever again for the rest of my life and just become like a dumbass fucking straight up non-political content creator. Everything is drama farming. People don't want to consume politics in a meaningful way. They recognize their powerlessness. And therefore, what's the best way to consume political content? By drama, by watching drama, by following drama. And it feels like people think that they're actually getting serious news being fed to them and developing a point of view, you know? And it's like, you're not doing that at all. There's constant negativity and toxicity seeping out of all leftist spaces, and if we don't handle it, we will never find success or fulfillment. Yes. Also, on top of that, this is precisely the reason why I actively made an effort to not engage in like so much debate discourse. Because back in the day, during the 4chan pop-off era, during the Gamergate era, there were a lot of content creators that loved what they called blood sport. Everything was about debates. The right really got captivated in the debate sphere. And ultimately, it was an incredibly toxic, filthy, fucking wasteful area. Okay? It was a wasteful era. Right? A V leftist friend of mine always says that you do give some misinformation. I don't know where she gets that from. I know where she gets that from. She gets that from Vosh. That's it. And Vosh is Jesus communities. That's where they get it from. Kills, Vosh, all these fucking motherfuckers that want to be Destiny. That's where they get it from. That's what they're doing. You literally just said where they get it from. Anyway, look at how hot Martha Stewart is, which is totally irrelevant to the point. Yeah, I did read it. That's what it is. It's pure opportunism. There's no real, like, we need to clean house attitude. They do it because it's a way to cut off and distinguish themselves from other content creators and to make themselves more appeasing, more pleasing to, like, a broader right-wing or liberal community. That's it. Everyone is trying to brand build. That's why so many of these people and their audiences criticize me and say, oh, Hasan is so beholden to his mods. Hasan is so beholden to the tankies in his community. That's why he has to constantly say, like, tanky shit. Not realizing that, like, I could have a more nuanced perspective on American foreign policy due to where I fucking grew up, potentially. You know what I mean? And but they can't imagine that. Because in their world, it's like, they only fucking assume a lot of positions. And this is not just about Vosh, because at least he's always been pro-Palestine from the jump. And I do respect that. But, like, Beyond that, a lot of the content creators in the leftist debate sphere unironically just tailor their positions to whatever matches their audience. It's very frustrating. That's it. The people you grab from those target communities will then side with you. It's leeching. What? Is so weird. Just ask yourself, who is in power in this country? Who is in power globally? Is it fucking right-wing fascists like Maloney? I'm in Italy right now. Or is it fucking ultra tankies? You know what I mean? Marxist Leninist ultras that are like shining pass supporters. Okay? Who is it? Who actually has real power? So if it's the right-wing fucking psychopaths and the right-wing fascists and the white supremacists, then why the fuck do you spend 90% of your commentary shitting on other random, completely powerless, completely irrelevant, myself included, by the way? Don't fucking ever listen to anyone that says, I am a genuinely powerful political figure. They are drama farming. They say it because they want to justify and moralize the criticism. They're just trying to fucking clout farm. I shit on Ben Shapiro all the goddamn time. Ben Shapiro sits on top of a fucking media throne worth millions of fucking dollars. Okay? So anyone that tells you, well, I shit on Hasan because like I have disagreements with him because he's an incredibly fucking popular media figure on the left is fucking lying to you. I am not anywhere near as relevant as Ben Shapiro. Don't say I'm dodging responsibility. Suck my dick. Do you? No, hold on. No, unban that person. I want to ask him a serious question. Do you think my output on the world is anywhere near as negative as a Ben Shapiro? Because if you say yes, then you might either A, be a Ben Shapiro fan, or B, absolutely baboon-brained dumbass with no discernible politics whatsoever. Okay? That's the point. People say this all the time. Where they're like, you're just dodging responsibility. That's a really weird thing to fucking say. Because I'm very serious about this. Okay? Do you think my overall output is a net negative in the same way that Ben Shapiro's is? And then explain to me why you think that, one, I have as much impact on political culture as Ben Shapiro, who also is relatively irrelevant, okay? And that impact is negative. There's two things you need to prove here. One, my overall impact is negative on society because like my ideology is offensive to you or the things I do is offensive to you. And two, you have to also then prove to me, okay, that I am anywhere near as impactful as Ben Shapiro as far as overall clout, overall influence. Ben Shapiro interviews Ted Cruz on a fucking daily basis. Like, these guys have real access. No, but you can't say that you don't have any influence. You're moving the goalposts. I did not say I don't have any influence. I said I am irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, especially in comparison to the likes of Ben Shapiro, my right-wing counterpart. So why did you move the goalpost to, no, you can't say you don't have any influence? Because you don't have any real discernible political opinions. You're just in here to fucking debate. And this wraps up the exact point that I was trying to make. That a lot of these guys don't care about politics. They simply want to debate. Okay? They simply want to debate. They do not have real politics. I've seen this. This is what I grew up on. This is where, in my formative years, this is what I saw online all the time. These are the message board guys who don't really have any politics and no friends, really. But they do actually share a sense of community from being on the message boards. And they're just in here simply to debate. They might personally not even recognize that. They might personally think that they do actually have a discernible political opinion, and they try to moralize their position, like the Redditors that they are. Redditors don't simply go, I'm cyber stalking my favorite e-celeb, e-girl. I'm actually doing it because she needs to be held accountable. Okay? There's always a sense of moralizing your actions online. It's not just your consumption, right? Why don't you engage and collaborate actively with other lefties? Everyone has their own ecosystem and hates each other. It sucks. I do. I do it all the time. You just don't care because it's not a fucking debate lord online content creator that you like watching. What the fuck are you talking about? I have journalists, activists, politicians on this fucking stream all the goddamn time. You don't care about that because you're an unserious fucking moron. You only care about your favorite manifesto writing content creator. That's it. That's literally it. Yeah, exactly. You mean streamers because you're a fucking dumbass. Streamers are fucking irrelevant, just like myself. There you go. You proved it yourself. Become relevant. I work with them. Okay, shut the fuck up.